Good morning, children. Today, the 2.2 exercise where you have to find out the value of the polynomials and also the zero of the polynomials. These two concepts. And also the sums will be given to you. You have to complete those sums in your respective classworks. Now, from the first one, find the value of the polynomial for the indicated value of the variables. Don't search for these questions in your exercise since they are not in your exercise. They are do these, try these. So from there, I have explained you the sums. And 2.1, I have given you the work 2.1 to 1 and 2 Romans will be given as your work. You can complete it provided if you sit there for another half an hour after looking at your video at a stretch. So first you complete reading the remaining videos. First you complete looking into the remaining videos, then you start mathematics, then concentrate on it. Or if you can concentrate it in the first stage also, you can open this and complete this. And at a stretch, complete the work which I have assigned to you so that you will not have any doubts. Still, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Now, the first question is P of x. P of x stands for polynomial of x. Polynomial in x, not of, polynomial in x. Means what? This is a polynomial. 4x square minus 3x plus 7 is a polynomial and its variable is equal to x. That is what it is telling. Its variable is equal to x. So P of x is equal to 4x square minus 3x plus 7 and you have to find out the value of the polynomial at x is equal to 1. So when you are given a value against the value against the polynomial as p of x as p of 1, you need to find out the p of 1 means x should be replaced with 1. So the first step what you need to do, p of x is equal to 4x square must be written in your brackets first. 4 into 1 square minus the symbols will not be changed 3 in the place of x I am writing here 1 plus as it is 7. No change in the polynomials except in the place of x we will be writing the 1. So here 4 into 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 7. Next step, 4 into 1 square means what? 1 into 1. See children, most of the children 4 into 1 then whole square you are doing. It is absolutely wrong. Don't do that. First you have to complete the work in the bracket and then multiply with it. So 4 into 1 into 1 minus 3 into 1 plus 7. So 1 into 1 is again 1. So 4 into 1 minus 3 into 1 plus 7. Now 4 into 1 is equal to 4 minus 3 into 1 is equal to 3 plus 7. 4 minus 3 plus 7. So 4 plus 7 both are with a plus symbol. So first I have added that as 11 and minus 3, which in turn you are going to get it as 8. So P of x value when x is equal to 1 is equal to 8. Now coming to the second question, Q of y. In this, the polynomial is Q. Here this polynomial is related with the Q and its related variable is equal to y. So Q of y was written here. Whatever the variable is there, that variable will be replaced, will be written in the bracket. So here it is a polynomial with y, therefore q of y is given to you as 2y cube minus 4y plus root 11 at y is equal to 1. Now you need to find out the value of this variable when y is equal to 1. Then what happens here, q of 1 is equal to 2 into 1 cube minus 4 into 1 plus root 11. 2 into 1 into 1 into 1. Say 1 cube is means 1 is to be repeated for 3 times. 1 into 1 into 1 minus 4 into 1 plus root 11. So 2 into 1 into 1 into 1 is equal to 1 only. So 2 into 1 minus 4 into 1 plus root 11. 2, 2 ones are 2 minus 4 plus root 11. 2 minus 4 is equal to minus 2. So here I have written as root 11 minus 2. Since we will be starting the answer generally with a positive number, I have written it as root over 11 minus 2. If you want, you can write it as minus 2 plus root 11 also. It is also not a mistake. But still, while giving an answer, we don't give the answer generally with a negative number starting. So you can regroup them by writing it as root 11 plus 2. Sorry, root 11 minus 2. Now coming to the third question, third question is a polynomial of R in T, means the value variable here present in this polynomial is T. So 4t power 4 plus 3t cube minus t square plus 4. See children, it is a biquadratic polynomial. It is a quadratic polynomial. Second one, it is a cubic polynomial, means whose degree is equal to 3. Therefore, it is a cubic polynomial, and it is a quadratic biquadratic polynomial, means whose exponent is 4, whose degree is equal to 4. We call it as a biquadratic polynomial. So here the polynomial is r of t is equal to 4t power 4 plus 3t cube minus t square plus 6, and t is equal to p, where t is a set of real numbers. So P may be any set of real numbers. So here, where in the place of T, we will be keeping P, no other change. So R of P is equal to, in the place of T, will be keeping P. So 4 into P power 4 plus 3 into P cube minus T square, no. So it is equal to P square plus 6. So if you open it, it becomes 4P power 4 plus 3P cube minus P square plus 6. This becomes the polynomial when R, when a t is replaced with p. That's all. Now, the three sums I have explained you. Now you need to do the other three sums. S of z is equal to z cube minus 1 at z is equal to 1. Means what? Here you need to find out the a value of the polynomial when z is equal to 1. So you will be writing s into 1, s of 1, not s into 1. S of 1 is equal to 1 cube minus 1. 1 cube means what? 1 into 1 into 1, which itself is 1. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Similarly, the fifth one, p of x is equal to 3x square plus 5x minus 7 at x is equal to, I did not mention. If you listen, you can do it, children. X is equal, p of x is equal to 3x square plus 5x minus 7 at x is equal to 1 number. It is also 1 only. Z is also 1, then fifth one is also x is also equal to 1 only. Now p of x is equal to 3x square plus 5x minus 7 at x is equal to 1. Fifth one at x is equal to 1 only. Next one, last one, q of z is equal to 5z square minus 4z plus 2 at z is equal to 2. Then the sixth one, it is z is equal to 2, and fifth one, x is equal to 1. You have to write these two and complete this. Actually, they are given in do this in your textbook. Some children do not have a textbook, therefore I have given you the questions. So here, fifth question, x is equal to 1, and sixth question, z is equal to 2. Replace that numbers and find out the total value of the polynomial by using the information which is assigned to you, and also that explained, see that examples, and you have to complete this sum. Now coming to the next one, find the zeros of the polynomial. This is your find the zeros of the polynomial is also not the exercise, it is also an example. Your question is to find out the zeros. In the previous question, what happens? Here you found the value of the variables. Now you have to find out the value of the zeros of the polynomials. So you are given the first one as a 2x plus 3, whose it is called as a linear equation. Whenever you are asked to find out the zeros of the polynomial, first step is equate that number with 0. Equate the polynomial with 0. 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. See children, x square minus plus 6 is given to you. So first step, x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. X plus 5 is given to you, x plus 5 is equal to 0. The first step is what? Equate that number with 0. Then transpose the constants to your right side and find out the value of the variable. So 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to 0, and transpose number plus 3 will be minus 3. So 2x is equal to minus 3, and x is equal to minus 3 by 2. When you will find out the value of the variable, that itself is called as the zeros of the polynomial. So as it is a linear one, directly we found it. Now coming to your second degree polynomial, when you have x square minus 5x plus 6, you are given x square minus plus 6 is a polynomial. So we will equate that polynomial with 0 first. X square minus 6x minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. In your 8th standard 11th chapter, we have explained you the factorization. In that factorization, it is clearly mentioned how do we factorize the given polynomial. So as such, your numerical coefficient here is 6. So write the factors for 6. and their sum or their difference must be equal to the middle term. Mean to you, this method is called as splitting of the middle term. So 6, 2 into 3 is equal to 6. So split the minus 5x as minus 2x minus 3x. Minus 2x minus 3x will be equal to minus 5x, and it is as usually plus 6. Why it is plus 6? It is minus 2 into minus 3 is equal to 6. Plus 6 is equal to 0. This is how you have to frame them. Means split the middle term. So split the middle term such that as their product is equal to the third term. So first, from the first two terms, if you take x common, it becomes x minus 2. Next, from the next two terms, you'll be taking 3 common, then also you'll be having x minus 2 as usually. So x minus 2 and x minus 2. So HCF will be equal to what? X minus 2. So here x minus 2 I have written. Now other than the x minus 2, what do you have? X and minus 3. So here we have taken x minus 3 also. So x minus 2 and x minus 3 both are equal to 0. So individually you can equate that with 0. X minus 2 is equal to 0, then implies x is equal to 2. Now when x minus 3 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to 3. This is how you have to find out the 0 of the polynomial. Means what? When you substitute 2 in the polynomial, you are going to get the 0. When you substitute 3 in the polynomial, then also you are going to get the 0. Understand? So here in the first question, when you substitute the value of x as minus 3 by 2, directly you are going to get 0. Similarly, the second one also the same. Next one is x plus 5 is equal to, first step, x plus 5 is equal to 0. And it is 0, transpose the plus 5 becomes minus 5, x is equal to minus 5. Means in the place of x, if you keep the minus 5, then the value will be equal, value of the polynomial will be equal to 0. This we call it as a 0 of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomial means the first step is to equate that with 0 and find out the value of x. That's all. Now, in this 2.2 exercise now, the first question is find the value of the polynomial 4x square minus 5x plus 3 if x is equal to 0 and x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 1 by 2. Four sums are given to you. Actually x is equal to 0, 1, 2, you minus 1 and 2 you can do it, Amma. And x is equal to 0 is 0, you can do it. X is equal to minus 1 means what you need to do it here. P of x first we'll be writing P of 1 minus 1. So 4 into minus 1 whole square you are going to write it. So whatever the value is given that you are going to write it. Minus 1, 1 to minus 1 will be equal to plus 1, right? So as such, you need to complete it. That is why when they are given directly the integers, I did not do it. When it was given as a rational number, then I have shown. Now P of x is equal to 4x square minus 5x plus 3 and P of 1 by 2 because you are given x is equal to 1 by 2. So P of 1 by 2 is equal to 4 into 1 by 2 whole square minus 5 into 1 by 2 plus 3. 4 into 1 by 2 whole square is equal to what? 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 4. So 4 into 1 by 4 minus 5 into 1 by 2 plus 3. So 4 into 1 by 4, what happened? 4 and 4 gets cancelled. So you'll be having only 1 minus 5 into 1 by 2 is equal to 5 by 2 plus 3. See children, 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Both the positives I have added and subtracted this. 5 by 2 means what? 2.5. So 4 minus 2.5 is equal to 1.5. So as to make ourselves convenient, you can use the fraction or you can use the decimal, whatever is comfortable you can do it. I hope all of you can complete the remaining sums. When the integers are given, substitute the values and find out. If you have any doubt, go through the second slide once again. In the second slide it was explained, first slide it was explained. So once again go to the first slide, try to understand and then do it. Now coming to the second one, say 2.2, find out the value of polynomials. Find P of 0, P of 1, P of 2 for each of the following polynomials. There is nothing more to explain. Just I have given you first question as P of x is equal to x square minus x plus 1. So P of 0 is equal to 0 whole square minus 0 plus 1. So final answer will be equal to 1. P of 1 is equal to 1 whole square minus 1 plus 1. 1 whole square will be equal to 1. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Then it is equal to plus 1. That is how you can find out the answer for it. So here in the place of 0, P is equal to 0. 0 minus 1 and 0 plus 1. 0 minus 1 is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 and it is 0. When you multiply this, they are going to get their 0. Similarly, in all the sums, 5 sums, you need to substitute 0, 1, 2. Find out the P of 0, P of 1, P of 2, P of 0, P of 1, P of 2 in all the 5 polynomials, and you complete that assignment. It is like an assignment, you practice it, and if you have any doubt, you can send a message. I will clarify the doubt. There, and you have to complete the second exercise. In your next exercise, next video, you are going to get the third Roman. If you are unable to understand the 1 and 2 Romans, you cannot do the third Roman, so which becomes highly difficult for you. Therefore, you complete this for tomorrow. Thank you.